Welcome back to Living 808. The Activation Clinic is known for treating muscle pain and hurt tendons to erectile dysfunction. And today, we're learning a little bit about another disease that they help treat, Peyronie's disease. Dr. Patrick Cho joins us now. Thank you so much for being here with us. I appreciate it. This is something that affects folks, but tell us before we get into all the things that you guys do for it, let's find out a little bit about what Peyronie's disease is. Could you tell our viewers?
Well, Peyronie's disease is a condition where scar tissue called plaques can develop on the penis and cause curving of the penis. And this can lead to pain, difficulty with intercourse, as well as erectile dysfunction. So a lot of patients kind of suffer from this. And then beyond this, the condition could cause mental distress and depression in men.
Okay, so you guys have a number of different ways of treating certain things that I mentioned at the top of the segment. How do you treat this?
Well, the current treatment modality is to use an injectable medication that aims to break down collagen. But the results are kind of limited, and as well as there's side effects with any medications. And surgery is another option, especially with patients who have chronic Peyronie's, to cut out the plaques. But no man wants surgery. It's very invasive and can lead to scarring, which can have the side effects of shortening of the penis, erectile dysfunction, and decreased sensation. At Activation Clinic, we've developed a protocol using Gainswave and P-Shot in a combined way to treat Peyronie's by breaking up the scar tissue, and helps to decrease the curvature and pain as well. Patients like the procedure because it's safe, it's non-invasive, it's an in-office procedure with no downtime, and both procedures are backed by research to help.
Okay, before I get into asking you about the combination of these two therapies, I'd like to ask you, and I'm sure I'm probably asking for a few of our viewers, how is scar tissue buildup? How does it get built up in the penis?
So
how does that happen?
It can be caused by trauma or injury, but most of the times there's no known specific cause. So that's the problem. But the scar tissue is what causes the issue, and we have to try to treat the scar tissue.
Okay, now let's talk about the combination of the two therapies for Peyronie's disease. How does that actually work when the combination of the two? Yeah,
so the Gainswave is called the extracorporeal shock wave. So basically that's supersonic sound waves.
And we've seen that. We've shown that on the show before. That can help everything from tennis elbow to knee joints to erectile dysfunction. Yeah?
Exactly, exactly. So with the way that works is the supersonic waves helps to break down scar tissue, which is the same as muscle and joint injuries. And it also stimulates the body to produce new blood vessels and regenerate healthy tissue. And that's how it gets rid of that plaque. So then the curvature helps to straighten out, and then there's less pain, and then also helps with the erectile dysfunction aspect of it.
Okay, the pros and cons of this type of treatment protocol?
Well, the downside is it's not covered by insurance. And then the best results are seen in patients who haven't had Peyronie's for more than 2 years, because the longer you wait, the more hardened and calcified the plaques get and more difficult to treat. Okay. So the quicker you come in, the better. But we're finding that younger and younger patients are coming with this therapy, because Johns Hopkins had a study and it showed that 1 in 11 patients have Peyronie's, which is a pretty high number.
Wow.
But now younger and younger patients are coming, so.
Give us a website and how we can contact you.
Well, it's Activation Clinic, and then our phone number is 808-379-2000. And the good thing is that all the therapies are performed by me, and I've been practicing medicine for over 25 years. Yeah. And I'm certified in both the Gainswave and the P-Shot. And I just kind of developed this protocol, and I think we're the only clinic, Activation Clinic's the only clinic in Hawaii to offer this customized protocol.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. I know your whole resume, and I visited there. Tell everybody where you guys are at, real quick.
We're at 1229 Yonge Street, and then we're right next to the Zippy's parking lot on Yonge Street.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm glad that you told me and our viewers. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.